I don't think he can do anything. Oh, he's going out there. Well, the hive has been dying.
I know, that's what he was
telling me. It was just, I've just been watching it. They were...
So when did you first notice it? What was
like, I was watching them up here, and all of a sudden, like, it was really empty down here, and all of a sudden, I just saw a bunch, like, swarm to this side. And it's insane.
Wow.
Maybe it's because they start to, like, it's almost winter, because, like, in bees, they don't stay, like, in places.
I wonder where the queen is. If she's still in the hive, or if
she was just a couple minutes ago. We saw her. We were sitting here talking.
Oh my lord.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Where are they gonna go?
They're gonna find a new hive, probably. They're gonna, like, start a new hive. But I mean, I was looking at the dead bees in the thing right here, and how the moths, they set up the wires, and I was trying to see if if the eggs were still alive, but I don't see the eggs moving. I don't know if I can, but they're just...
That is crazy.
So, maybe it's, like bees, sometimes, they can't stay inside long enough of, like, a real hive. I think because it's almost winter.
This is kind of sad. This is really sad to see.
It is. I wonder what he's thinking.
He's gonna have to bring in a new hive. Or new bees.
He was just telling me that they weren't, doing good like usual.
They haven't been doing good for the past month. I mean, it was about a month ago we started noticing the moths and the beetles.
Oh, moths and beetles were in the...
Yeah, we had hive beetles and some type of moth, but they had moths and beetles. And it was about a month ago that we first noticed them.
What are you reading to get all your information?
Oh, I work here every Sunday.
Oh, and that's how you're learning?
Yeah,
That's really
so
cool.
I hear what he says sometimes, and I've seen the moths. I saw the first moths and beetles.
Lily, this is not something you will normally see, so
No.
take it all in.
Why are they not going outside?
Because
it's almost winter.
No, that's not why, Lily. What happens is they all decided together that they wanted to go somewhere else. They wanted to start a new hive. But why did they do that? We don't know.
We don't know, because the hive is dying. There were too many bees. Like the bees you saw today, that was lower.
I know. When we've come and the whole thing has been full.
Yeah, but it's been really low for the past month. It's been really bad.
I wonder why he's closing it off.
Trying to keep the bees in there. Well, they can only leave through the hole now. I don't think it's going to help any. They're going to leave.
They're gone. Isn't it crazy? Like,
I know.
They're like deciding this like right now.
I know.
They're out there like, look at them all. Like, how are they communicating? Like where they're going? And this is crazy.
I guess, like, because normally they'd, like, communicate by dancing.
Right, the wiggle waggle.
Yeah, but I guess they're just, like, following each other. Or they're following the queen. Did he find the queen?
Maybe he did.
I think he did.
This is insane.
I think they're just moving.
Did you get the queen?
Yep.
How did you find the queen and all that?
How in the world?
How did you find the queen and all that?
Wow.
You're going to take her to a new hive?
I don't know where it is.
Really, you found the queen.
Yeah, she got out of my hand.
Oh, boy.
Little booger.
Well, maybe she's no. She's not gonna be here now, I guess.
I mean, she could be in the room.
He's young, he'll go with him.
Can the queen sting?
I don't know.
Really, he is a beekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he can do all the things that he's doing. And he said he gets stung sometimes, but he said it doesn't bother him as much. Because he's been doing it for 40 years.
Wow.
I wonder where they like the whole.
Look at him. Wow.
Wow, why are they doing that? Well, because they might. Don't bees migrate? Oh yeah. Mama, do bees
I don't think they migrate. They don't migrate.
No, they don't.
This is insane.
That is really crazy. My camera won't pick it up, but the
Like, my camera's only picking up specks.
yeah, it's really cool. I mean, but crazy at the same time. Look at him, he's out there.
I mean, they're not going to sting him. He's not doing anything.
It's not good.
There really aren't that many left.
They are doing.
And they're just going to leave the eggs there. The eggs are going to die from the cold.
Why are the eggs gonna die, Mommy?
They have to
Because yeah, go ahead.
they have to be kept warm and fed. And since all the bees are leaving, all the eggs they're not going to be
Oh,
fed
is this
or
a
kept
bee
warm.
beetle? Was that one that
Yeah,
black
small
one?
black beetle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was
So
one of them.
That they can invade a nest and kill.
They can, but it takes time. As long as you got plenty of bees in there, they
Then it
won't.
wouldn't. Okay, gotcha.
And they
I
don't
see.
do anything, but they lay eggs, and then the eggs will hatch out. And they're swarming. You want to see a
I
swarm?
saw that. Yeah.
They're going right there on that mimosa tree.
So do you think they'll go to the mimosa?
Mm-hmm. That queen will go there. I could have called her that to come back.
Oh, so you had her in your hand.
Yeah.
I have galleries in half an hour, so I can easily go down and see it. But I'm probably not. I don't think I want to though.
Wow.
Then they'll get in a
Yeah.
bundle like this,
Wow.
and then they'll send out scouts to find a new home.
Wow.
But
So
the
they're
queen,
bundling there near the mimosa
Yeah.
tree.
you didn't find the queen though. You didn't get the queen.
She got away once I called her, had her in my hand,
And then she
closed
must
it, and she got out. Right.
Wow.
This is
So you
sad.
see, Lily, they're swarming near that mimosa tree. Is it sad? Like, how do you feel right now? Is that a bad? Or is it normal?
Oh, you've seen it a lot.
So you just
That's like a regular swarm. If they were in there like that, and the hive was healthy, and they had plenty of bees,
then you would be concerned.
no, they would. The old queen, they would lay eggs, right? The old queen, they would raise the queen off of the egg that they had. They can't raise the queen off of a bee,
Okay.
but they can raise one off an egg.
Gotcha.
And then they'll take that old queen and she'll leave with half the bees.
So why are some of these bees staying in here?
They're just confused.
Oh,
They will eventually go out. Yes.
They may.
So this is a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, what?
Oh, it's bad. I could have put them in another hive, right, and fed them and
Right.
got them started off. But something's wrong with them anyway, so
there's a hive beetle right there.
yeah, he don't matter. We can take a little vacuum and
Mama, I saw one like come in from the hive.
You did, and everybody confused.
and the workers are out. That are going out. They went out to work. We'll come back. They did this once before we had them here.
Oh, they did, but then they did come back.
No,
Oh.
no, I brought more back.
So would some bees like come in and tell the other bees that, oh well, it's time to leave this hive? Now they
They
want.
make that consensus in here.
Okay. And what about the queen's decision? Did she have like any decision in this, or?
most of the time it's the workers.
Okay, so it's the workers.
What they'll do is they'll stop feeding her about 3 or 4 days before they do. They run her around because she'll be too heavy to fly. But they stop
they've been
feeding
knowing
her,
that they were going to leave. Isn't that crazy? Wow.
and they'll stop feeding her, and they'll just run her around, right? Make her lose weight. Take off.
So they knew they were going to do that. Man, that's cool.
Can we go to the animal section?
In just a minute, I'll...
So that'll make it easy. I just have to bring new ones up,
These.
and I'll clean everything out.
See this?
Would you be bringing it next week
No,
or?
I'm gonna bring it tomorrow.
Okay.
So how do you go about doing that? You'll take this whole thing outside.
They won't let me do it.
I know that's not like. I'm sorry. I'm sort of.
You got a thing here.
So
I
you'll
can.
take this out and you'll go right out here to do it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I sure will.
You go right on this balcony, and you'll have. Well, how do you keep? How do you get? How will you bring the new ones up?
In a little box like that.
But how are they? You lock them up so they can't get out
Yeah.
while you dry. You just close that up.
I put I got a little small observation I did. I can put 5 frames in the bottom, and I had about 20,000 bees in it yesterday, and me and my granddaughter went to the safe prayer with it. And then we, under the bottom, during the night, I guess 10 or 15 bees got up under the bottom. And they were saying, Bobby, they're getting out. I said, I don't think so. But they didn't, but they were flying around in the truck.
Oh, that's interesting. We got to see a really interesting thing today.
You did, and it's called absconding when they all leave like that, right?
Absconding?
Absconding. And if they get, for some reason they hadn't stored any food, and they don't have any food in there, right?
Wow.
Is the beetle like killing the eggs right now? Because I just saw him. No.
What that beetle does is he goes around the hive, right? And he'll lay eggs down inside of there. Okay? And once they hatch out, the pupa comes out, and then that little blobber, when it hatches out, it'll feed, and when it gets old enough, it'll crawl outside and pupate in the ground and raise a new one, right?
Why do they want to lay it in the hive then?
That's a place for they have food. In the spring, they try to go in a weak hive so that they can take it over. And once the hive beetle starts, like here, if they start laying eggs, then they defecate, and then the bees won't go back on it, so they can drive them across. But it takes a while. And then
It takes a lot of them.
Oh yeah. And it's a mess, let me tell you.
I can see the beetle right now, can't you?
No, it's really small.
I can really see it.
Yeah, it's actually pretty big.
Where is it then?
It's-
I
it's
did
over
see it.
here.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
And I saw another one too. Down right there.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's down there.
One right there too. So he
God,
may
they're
be
everywhere.
eating that. And the bees, they even feed them sometimes, but they'll corral them up in the corners of a hive, and they'll stay there, right?
Oh, I see one, yeah. That is a big one. You're right on the side. Really, isn't that so interesting?
So maybe some beetles just back.
And what is the name of that kind of beetle? A bee
Hive beetle.
A hive beetle.
Mhm.
And they literally only lay their eggs in beehives?
No, they're sap beetles. They'll in old melons and stuff like that, just
Oh,
rotting them. They'll get in it, and
So do you think he was already in there? Like these kind of beetles
yeah.
were already in
Mhm.
here? They're not coming from...
see, if there's enough in there, and they get started. See all the it's like little
my gosh,
maggots.
yes. Look, Lily, those are all the beetle eggs. So that can ruin
They're
them.
actually the beetles, the larvae.
And then how do you get rid of them?
I just take the whole thing out and burn it.
Because you don't
Yeah,
want...
you try not to let it get that far along.
Yeah, really.
I had a lady call me. She was going. out
Now,
of
would the
town.
bee smoke do anything to the beetles? Because
They can't. A lot of times, the beetle's got a shell like a turtle.
okay,
Okay, and then they take off. So they can't do a lot to them when they crawl up in. They've got some new ones they're trying to experiment with, and they call them ankle biters. And they'll bite the legs off of the beetles.
oh dang.
The bees? A certain kind of bee? Wow. And then they die, I guess, because they can't fly.
But if the hive is strong enough, they'll fend it off.
Wow.
So you got to